Hi guys, so here's just a quick revision video on Hitler's foreign policy. So this dates from 1933 to 1939 generally. It'll come up in question 6, section D. And remember, it usually goes from 1933 when Hitler comes to power up until 1939, which is the outbreak of World War II. So Hitler's foreign policy can be grouped into two main categories. The first thing is the breaking of the Treaty of Versailles, and the second thing is his idea of expanding the German Empire, whether that's Grossdeutschland or Lebensraum. So the first thing Hitler did in the realm of foreign policy was he left the League of Nations. Okay, so Germany left the League of Nations in October 1933, just 9 months after Hitler came to power. This was another big blow to the League of Nations credibility, and Italy would later leave and Japan would later leave it also. So in our main categories then we have the breaking of the Treaty of Versailles. So we're going to remind ourselves what it said in the Treaty of Versailles. So Germany was forbidden from having an army larger than 100,000 men. It was not allowed to have soldiers in the Rhineland, so it's called the demilitarization of the Rhineland. And they weren't allowed to join with Austria to form a large Germanic state, which is known as the Anschluss. We also have things like reparations, but as far as foreign policy, the reparations isn't a key point that we're going to be looking at. So, in 1935, Hitler made public that he had been expanding the military, breaking the restrictions from the Treaty of Versailles that he could only have an army of 100,000 men. In 1936, he marched his army into the Rhineland. In 1938, he orchestrated the union of Germany and Austria into one large Germanic state. And the joining of these two countries, this is called the Anschluss. This could come up as a short answer question, but it is a key part to German foreign policy also. The second part of the Nazi foreign policy was the expansion of the German army. So in 1938, after the Anschluss with Austria, Germany invaded a place called the Sudetenland, which was this German-speaking part of Czechoslovakia. This was the final part of Hitler's plan to create a German superstate known as Grossdeutschland, which would have all the Germanic-speaking people in this one country. So people of Germany, of Austria, and of the Sudetenland. So after this, Hitler looked east towards Europe, and especially Russia, and he saw these as places where he could get a living space, or Lebensraum, for his Grossdeutschland, or his Germanic Empire. A place where they could feed themselves, where they could get all the resources that they needed to be the most powerful country on the continent, and possibly in the world. So after Hitler took the Sudetenland, a meeting took place between the leaders of Italy and Germany and France and Britain, and this was known as the Munich Conference. And now Czechoslovakia were not invited to this meeting, but Hitler promised that he would not invade Czechoslovakia. He just wanted the German-speaking Sudetenland. So Neville Chamberlain came back with his piece of paper saying peace in our time. However, in March of 1939, Germany went and they invaded the rest of Czechoslovakia. We're going to take a quick little detour here to look at the alliances that Germany were building up in their foreign policy at the time. So throughout this time period, they were signing alliances with a number of countries. So in 1936, they signed the Rome-Berlin Axis with Italy, which was a treaty of friendship. 1937, they signed an anti-communist pact with Italy and Germany, known as the Anti-Comintern Pact. And in 1939, they signed a Pact of Steel with Italy, and this was a military alliance. Also in 1939, before the invasion of Poland, they signed a non-aggression pact with Soviet Union. So, once all these things have been done, Hitler is ready to invade Poland, and on the 1st of September 1939, he invades Poland, and 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. This brings an end to the foreign policy from 1933 to 1939. As I've been telling you guys in class, if you can include all these facts and give a narrative on what's actually happened, you will be in line for full marks.